Hello and welcome to Blood on the Clocktower. This is Hella's second storytale. I couldn't be here in time for the first one, which was literally scheduled for the minute I got off of work. I tried, got here about 20 minutes late, and I recorded it. However, for the first half of the game, I was only recording my audio, and I was a spectator, so I wasn't even talking. So it wasn't the greatest. So that'll be deleted. However, I'm in the second game. The game ended in about an hour, which I'm a little bit, well, it must have been for slightly longer than an hour because it's now 5 o'clock, which is 2 hours later. But anyway, the imp was bluffing as the saint, and good was hot. Peter quickly found an evil pair, and I think it was Lizette or somebody had a tell on the imp, and then Ross was like, "There's something off about the imp," and everything came together, and everybody was totally hot on the evil team. And then there was some shenanigans, which tied the vote. And in the second day, they got the imp on the chopping block, and then proceeded to have 1,000 nominations, all of which failed. And I think that they won on day 2, which is pretty cool. And Ross, who had made the nomination, was like, "I am feeling a little like Edgar," and he changed his name to Edgar, which was hilarious. But anyway, we're playing game 2, which I'm in. I am the Ravenkeeper. The Ravenkeeper wants to die at night. They're woken. It shows a player, and they will learn their character. So it's not a super powerful role, but it's a role. And I guess I'll show the roles in the game. So we'll do that, and then we'll hit this button. And I have some bad news. Apparently, they've decided to take out the nomination history, so we can no longer conveniently hit V and see the nominations. I think I put that up for long enough. Yep. So, printed my rolls off, and I'm ready to play this, and we'll see what happens. Alright. I will also point out that my background is Adrian Monk, which I think is cool. I am absolutely out of ideas for backgrounds for Trouble Brewing. So if you think of anything creative, feel free to put them down in the comments. Uh, Creative ideas for Trouble Brewing themed backgrounds for the roles in the script. Like for instance, if I don't know. Well, I guess I could do like the trash heap, the almighty trash heap from Fraggle Rock as the recluse, because maybe trash is evil. I don't know. Like I said, I'm out of ideas. So you need to help me along with that. But anyway, go right into the game now. All right, I lied. I got one more story, which is that there's this cool app called Google Rewards. I'm trying to turn my phone on, but it's not cooperating. And see if I can pull it up here. Anyway, uh, so uh, if you have opinions, um, you can download this app, and Google will send you surveys. Oop, and it's also going to think I'm talking to it. And then you get paid for answering the surveys. Surveys are quite infrequent, but it might like ask you about the hotel you stayed in, and then you can say your opinions or whatever, and then it'll give you like $1.50, or it might ask you about the gas station you went to, and it'll give you 45 cents. And it adds up. Like I've gotten $60 over the last year, and I just got 2 surveys. So I went to Arby's, and they wanted to know if they could have a picture of my receipt. So I did that, and for some reason it didn't work. So it immediately asked me again, and I got paid 70 cents and then 75 cents, which isn't a lot, but that's how I buy my apps. So it's cool. So I got like $5 worth of app credit, and it's pretty cool. So I'd mention it. I don't know how many people do it, but like it'll literally like ask you to review, like if you've downloaded an app, and they're like, we'd like you to put a review. You put the review up, and you get like $1. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes it'll ask you really dumb questions like, "Have you been to one of these places?" And you'll say nope, and then it'll be like, "All right, here's 10 cents," and you're like, "Okay, wasn't really worth my time." But what are you gonna do in that 5 seconds? So whatever. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, I think Deborah, she left us. Now she's coming back to us. I think she.
What happened?
You left the meeting, right?
It said my connection had timed out or other.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Sounds like very evil.
Yeah. Timed out. Okay. Alrighty, guys. But I will say again, something terrible has happened. I have been killed, and I would need you guys to find out who have killed me. And you will get, this time you will get 6 minutes for whispering.
Who was the evil one?
So I will open all the breakout rooms, and we will start now.
David, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Russ, do you want to talk to me?
Yep.
Sure.
Jeffrey.
Come to mine.
Can we go to yours?
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm top.
Hi.
Oh,
How
hi.
do you do?
That was a lot of noise on the line. Sorry.
That's all good. Can I come to your place?
Sure, of course.
All right, cool. So
Hello there.
I've never played with you before, but I did get the implication that you weren't going to be evil this time. I always hard claim to somebody. I figure I might as well hard claim to the person that she's reshuffling to make not evil. So I can hard claim to a person that's not evil. Hopefully.
Well, sure.
There's no guarantees in this life, and for all you know, I'm evil. But I am kind of a garbage roll. Well, it's not terrible, but I am the Ravenkeeper. So yeah, I might learn information. Probably not, especially not if there's a spy. But that's my role. And you don't have to hard claim back if you want, but it's cool when people do it. That's
No,
one of the huge benefits.
I will hard claim to you because no one is going to believe me. Either way,
You're the saint?
I am.
That's amazing.
No, I'm the Slayer.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Which was one of my bluff rolls last round, so that's why it's going to be interesting to play.
Well, it doesn't actually matter if people believe you, because you'll take a shot at some point and you'll either connect or not, and then they can kill you. It doesn't really matter.
True though. But yeah, that's
cool. Are you aware of our Slayer leaderboard?
No.
So on the Facebook group, we track when people are successful with shooting as the Slayer. So if you get on there, you'll get added to the leaderboard. So best of luck to you. So far, the record is 2. So getting a 1 would be significant because it doesn't happen very frequently.
Interesting. Okay,
right,
cool. Thanks,
good.
Stephen.
Yep, no problem.
That
Yes, would make sense. Emma, do you want to chat?
Sure, I would love to.
Shall we go to yours as you're higher up?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Mr. Luggage.
Yes.
Can we have a conversation? I think this is the first time I've ever chatted with you.
It might be. Do you want to? I think I'm first room if you want to come
that
there.
sounds good.
So you're evil again.
No. I realize that my meta with you is particularly garbage, but what have you. So I already made my hard claim, and the role I typically hard claim to somebody.
Okay.
My strategy was to hard claim to Emma since she was reshuffling to make her good.
I
figured that was a good person to hard claim to. In the current state of affairs, it's not perfect because she could make her evil again. But
probably just not the demon. But
that was my logic. So I'm not gonna hard claim to you, but I will do something. Let me pull up. Oh, I don't want to do it that way. Yeah, I'll probably give you 3 rolls.
Okay.
So, all right, I will go with Empath, Monk, and Slayer.
Oh. Something that doesn't want to die at night. I'll let you know I'm top 4.
Top 4. Okay, that's
Top
good.
4.
That should probably come out relatively soon, so I won't
Yeah,
rush you.
I don't have a problem sharing that one. So,
Well, do you just want to say what it is?
yeah, Washerwoman.
Cool. All right, sounds good.
Yep.
Thanks.
Come
Yeah.
to mine.
Deborah, in your room.
Okay, Emma.
Yeah,
Okay,
What's
your
that?
room.
my room. Okay.
No one wants to be in my room, and I think I know why. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Stephen.
Hello.
Hello, Nels.
I'll speak with you, Mr. Gecko.
All right. Just know I can tell both of you. Actually, I'm probably drunk. From what I'm getting, but let's figure it out in my room.
All right, sure.
You want me to come too, or just you two?
I think he was saying the 3 of us.
Okay.
Let's go to Jeffrey's room. It's the very. Oh yeah, it's too late.
He already left. Yeah.
All right, there he is.
You wanted me here too, right, Nels? Or I can leave.
It depends on what Steven says to me, because I don't know what he's going to tell me.
Okay.
I
can jump out of here.
Here was what I was interpreting, is that you were planning on telling us something. You said you thought you were drunk. I wasn't necessarily planning on... Well, I already talked to Jeffrey, so I might as well...
Yeah, we already talked.
I'll just give you the same information I gave him, and then everything's fine.
Yeah, I have a strong idea that I'm drunk. From my very first conversation.
Why?
Because I was told by the person I talked to that I'm probably drunk after making a pretty...
Are you the librarian?
I am not, though. I am not, though. But there's some drunkenness or some poisonings going on in my area.
Well, I'm trying to understand how you could identify that literally with one whisper.
Oh, I'm not 100% sure at all. I mean, I
well, that's that.
Emma's avoiding me now.
No, I'm not.
Okay, you are all
Steven,
here.
I'm not sure about anything here. I'm just telling you what I believe.
Okay, well, maybe I'll believe you if you take that ridiculous hat off.
Keep the hat on.
No, keep that hat on.
Wear that.
The best would be the best would be is if you could hold it, if you could pull it and hold it outside of your screen and have a Ross reach outside of his screen and take it and put it on his head. That would be.
The hat has a hat on. Okay.
I am literally doubling down.
No, I think we need to like edit on it and put it on top of Steven's head as his background is what I think we need to do.
That's
but
outstanding.
Beyond my hat and my head, is there anything else we would like to take off?
I will say the nomination starts now. I will give you 4 minutes for the first nomination.
Have we got anyone other than the person who's already hard claimed to me as a top 4 role?
I'm a top 4 role.
It'll be a very good idea to nominate me because I'm the virgin.
Actually, Gro, do you want to do that, or do you want me to?
I would like to actually.
That's a lot of people that want to.
We have 3 people. 3 people claiming. Okay.
Wednesday night on
Don't say what
Fox.
you are in case there's an Undertaker, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
don't
it's
say what you are.
Yeah, don't say what you
I
are.
don't want to die. No, I don't want to die. Sorry, I just told it was the other way around. So
Okay, well,
I'll just throw it back. I definitely don't.
Gro,
want to
it's
die.
between you and I. Who would you rather? Will it confirm what you're thinking, or will it confirm what I'm thinking? Which one's more valuable to you?
Who made the virgin claim?
Hello.
Nick.
And I do believe him. He had claimed to me already.
That's unfortunate because I wanted to think of him as evil.
I know it's unusual recently for me not to be evil, but today I actually am good.
Gro, what do you think?
I don't know because if I nominate and he doesn't die,
Well, I'm good. I'll do it.
Is that what you think is going to happen, Gro?
If you
Are you
nominate,
afraid you're not?
told I might be drunk.
Yeah, Nick. I nominate Nick.
Okay, so Ross, you nominate Nick,
I do.
and Nick is nominated.
Oh, so
And
he's drunk and Nick is not the
And I
virgin.
don't die. So
Nope, you don't die.
Oh,
Right.
That's unfortunate.
Well, that's very unfortunate.
That is-
Well,
okay.
then.
So that being said, I am also the librarian. I know there's a drunk in the game. I got 2 pings for it, and Nick is not one of them.
I have pertinent information when you.
Do we
when get
have a
that far.
poisoner then, maybe, who has poisoned Nick and then his ability does not work?
Well, if
Oh,
you're the
no.
librarian, you're probably the drunk librarian then.
Yeah,
I could be the
Yeah.
drunk looking for the drunk. That is entirely
Or
possible.
Nick
Yes.
could be the drunk.
that would be
virgin.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be
I
funny.
am the virgin. I have. There is a washerwoman in the game who has confirmed me.
Are there any?
This is
Have anybody
terrible.
heard of any outsiders
I've heard of a
Drunk
I've heard
just
of a
came
drunk.
up.
Drunk.
I've heard of a drunk.
outside the drunk? Of course. That's so funny.
But guys, we have a nomination here. I think we have to go through.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
So,
You said you had
yeah.
pertinent information.
So Ross, did you have an accusation?
I nominated Nick because I was top 4. He was the virgin. It didn't go off. My librarian ping is 2 people drunk. He is not one of those 2. That's my nomination.
Nick, did you have a defense?
Yeah, the washerwoman has spoken to me and has confirmed I am the virgin.
Okay, so here's the comment that I would like to make, which is that I think a librarian that saw a drunk, like I don't know why that librarian that saw a drunk would nominate the virgin. That seems like a shady play. That seems like an intentionally trying to deprive us of a genuine virgin play. Unless you saw the virgin as your ping, in which case we're kind of boned.
So does that make you more suspicious of Nick or of Ross?
I don't know. I just don't like the shenanigans that went down. That
It
seemed
makes me
really
suspicious.
unwise.
It made me suspicious to Steven is what it's just made me. So
Wow.
Yeah.
okay, so Nick, you've got your defense.
I'd say more suspicious of Ross, honestly, because like he's the one that nominated him. That shouldn't have
Yeah,
happened.
I mean, to be honest, I'm a spent virgin now. If you want to kill me, I couldn't care less. I'd much rather kill Ross because, let's face it, he nominated me. He's alive.
Yeah, and my information's out, so that's fine too. I've got 0 problem with that.
Did you say who you saw?
No.
Okay,
But
that's
the
fine.
2 people.
Well,
the
you
2
just said your
people I saw do.
information's out. It's not actually out at this point.
Yeah, no,
I will say that it was kind of obvious that he saw me.
Yeah, because I had a whole
I thought it was
conversation with her about it.
I think I trust Nick based on other information I've heard.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
we're
so
going to
he's
kill one of them then, I think.
So he's
We shouldn't be
probably
killing Nick, but
he's probably poisoned then.
And Nick, I think we need to hear your defense.
I've
did.
given the defense.
You did.
Yeah.
So are we ready for a vote?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I will start the vote with Nick now. Okay, 2 votes. That is not enough.
But it
Okay.
looks so nice. Just one red hand on each side. It's very balanced.
So symmetrical.
I
But
nominate
why did you
Ross.
vote it?
Who do you nominate?
Nick nominates Ross.
Yeah.
Nick nominates
Makes
Ross.
sense.
So your accusation, Nick?
I'm the virgin. He's not dead.
Okay. And Ross, your defense?
In a world where one man is poisoned. Okay, so I've spoken to the 2 potential drunks. It's entirely possible that the virgin was poisoned or I was, but that's the information that I've given and I have. I believe that I'm good. So
I mean, you can't have been poisoned. That doesn't
You would
explain
have
why
to be
you're
drunk
alive.
or he would have to be poisoned. Yeah.
Can I ask
Yeah.
a question? before we vote?
Yes, you can.
When you say you're the bottom half or the top half, if you're the top half of Townsfolk, can somebody please tell me who that is?
Top 7 rolls.
If you click R on the grimoire.
Yeah, but is it from the monk to the mayor, or is it from the Washerwoman to the Undertaker?
I personally leave the 7th roll ambiguous, so it could be either. So
Oh, you
top half
got it in.
would be 1 through 7.
It's because Russ told me that he was the top half, and if he says he's the librarian.
Librarian is in the top.
That's in the top
half.
Okay.
If you got it in two columns, it's a bit confusing.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way around. Okay. I just thought I asked him.
Are we ready for the vote?
Well, I have
Steven has a
another
question.
comment to make, which
Okay,
is that
okay.
Ross said he believes he's good, which is a super odd comment because
Unless I'm drunk.
well,
you're still good if you're
drunk is in fact a good roll.
Well,
I think this is a good kill.
a drunk librarian could see a drunk.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah, that
Highly
can happen.
unlikely, however.
Just
Oh,
pointing
yeah,
out
Highly
his
unlikely.
comment.
I still think it's weird that you did not die when you nominated Nick, because he had claimed Virgin to me.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
The only other thing we might want to consider, and I'm not changing my vote on this anyway.
Well, okay, and to this,
Why
and
would,
to this,
why would
to this
people
end,
nominate me? No, to get rid of
exactly.
info.
To this end, this is the result I was looking for in the first place. I was looking to confirm the virgin, confirm my role, and willing to die. That's why I nominated. So it's the same result.
Okay, and I will start the voting. And it requires 6 for putting him on the chopping block.
It's a wasted kill, but
So I'll start.
Can we just get 6 on this then? No?
Yeah.
In case we
If
want to
there
kill
is
someone
an
else.
Undertaker, then we can get Ross confirmed.
Well, we can't now.
Yeah, but we can't because Ross has already said what he is. So
I can confirm
it's pretty
him.
easy for someone
he's the
bluffing
drunk.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
True.
I saw him
I
as
can-
the Undertaker.
I can confirm Stephen is salty.
Well, you're
Okay,
very
and with
Edgar-y.
that, we have 6 votes for Ross, and that is enough to put him on the chopping block. So are there any more nominations? And I will count down from 10. If I can.
This is fascinating. What comes
It's
next?
always the big question. Can you count down from 10?
Yeah, my
Next time-
fingers, they are going together.
Tomorrow you
Looking
should
at your
say the
screen while
alphabet
you do it
backwards.
is hard.
Alrighty. Then by that, Russ, he has been eliminated and you can all go back to sleep. So I will open the breakout rooms.
That just executed, eliminated.
And
Eliminated.
Stephen, sorry, you're still Cherie.
He's
It's okay,
eviscerated.
I'm beginning to accept that. Well, I enjoy playing sus. So I voted on Nick, who I did not think was evil. And then I voted on Ross, who 50-50 on probably think he's good. However, I'm starting to make myself look sus, which won't help me to get killed at night, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh well. I can't deny my playstyle.
I put away the hats, wearing
It's
suits
a-
now.
It's
Did
a
you
Wonder
change your
Woman hat.
shirt?
Did you just change your
You
top?
look nice without a hat on.
Is that a Pac-Man jacket?
Alrighty,
It's
people.
a Pac-Man suit.
Oh,
Bizarre.
Pretty sweet.
He's dressed for the games.
There's something wrong with this one.
During the night, there was something happening. And this means that there's someone that is not with us anymore. And
no.
during the night, there was one
Stephen.
person that fell down all the stairs in the clock tower to the bottom, and that was Jeffrey. So I'm sorry, but he has
Jeffrey.
died.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Welcome to the Council of the Dead, Jeffrey.
Oh, they killed the washerwoman.
You got 6 minutes for whispering, and I will open
Alright, Nick, can I speak to you?
breakout rooms.
Yep, sure thing.
So you're the washerwoman who
come
saw the
tonight?
virgin.
I'm the washerwoman who saw the virgin.
Deborah,
I am going to
okay.
Nick's.
can we talk again?
I'm going to treat you like you're the virgin, even though it's not confirmed. Because there is the washerwoman situation.
Yeah.
Also, I do think... I don't... Here's my take on what happened. I don't think Ross is evil. However, I do think that was a terrible play because there's literally a 1 in 3 chance that you're the drunk, and you just denied the village a thing that is powerful.
Yeah.
But I'm going to treat you, based on the things that have happened, as though you're confirmed. Because you're confirmed leaning, if you will.
Yeah.
So I am the monk, and unless I learn something better to do, I'm protecting the Slayer. I'm not going to tell you who the Slayer is. If they choose to tell you, then that's on them.
I believe the Slayer, somebody has hard claimed Slayer to me.
Yep. Well, that's my point, is I'm protecting the Slayer, because I figure the longer we make it, the better off, and so that's my deal.
Okie dokie.
So
Cool.
I'll head out because you're, I don't know if you're gonna be busy or not. You're kind of a
Hopefully
garbage
I
virgin.
am.
All right, see you later.
Cool.
But mostly because, and this is from the bottom of my heart, I don't really need you much more.
No, yeah, my information is gone at this point.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Jennifer, do you want to have a chat?
Hey, Gecko, could I talk to you?
Who's that?
Yeah, sure.
Nick.
Nick, yeah. Do you want to come to my? Should we go to yours?
Yeah.
All right, my place is called Cherie. It's like the 5th down.
I'll take you. Hey-o.
I just wanted to inform you that you are an Edgar. You don't know what that means, but all the bald people in our group are the Ross Edgar, and now Gecko.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was frantically looking at the roll list, being like, what?
You just put Edgar in your name, and everything will be fine. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I hadn't really thought of a conversation to have here.
I can give you that. I was called drunk by the now dead librarian.
Oh, you're seen by the librarian.
Yeah. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'll put that in.
He's dead now. And
do you want to tell me
fair,
what your actual role is, since you're probably the drunk?
So what I think I am?
Yeah.
Actually not, but I have a good inkling that I might be drunk. But I'm gonna hold on to that little gem for now, because the whole virgin thing kind of threw me for a loop. So he might have tried to tell me that my info was bunk.
So here's the thing. If you were seen by the librarian as the drunk, that would incline me to believe that you are a power roll, because typically your pings on the drunk librarian, well, the librarian that sees a drunk, would be power rolls, because we want to throw shade into the game. So I would suspect that you are a power roll, so I would write power.
Yes. But I can give you as much that information, or not information, but I was actually inclined to believe him when he was told I was drunk, because something is off.
Did I talk to you on day 1 and you said you thought you were drunk?
Yes.
Okay, that was that. Because I was like, how is it that you can have a conversation with one person and think you're the drunk? And now I understand.
Yeah, because librarian visited me and told me that I and another one was drunk.
And it was Ross that did that.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that I actually think Ross is the drunk, because he's the one that nominated the virgin and didn't die. And I will also say that I think that was a bad play, possibly a good evil play. If evil had the bluff of the librarian, he potentially could have made 2 people think they were the drunk. However, then nominating the virgin and not dying kind of takes away the power. So I don't really know. I'm still thinking.
Yeah, but I have a small inkling, and it's an inkling. It felt that the virgin was asking for someone to nominate him, and it felt a little bit like Ross was jumping on that hook more than he actually wanted to do it.
It seems to me as though the librarian that saw the drunk is like the last role that should be nominating the virgin. But I could be convinced. Well, and what I'm actually inclined to believe is that Ross just did make a bad play. That's my inclination.
Okay, because I'm in the other camp, to be honest.
That he's evil.
Because if I am what I think I am, it's pretty neat. But kind of demoralizing me, because...
Well, maybe he's the spy, and he thought he was going to die. and the storyteller just chose to not let him die.
Oh.
That would be pretty neat. Because, listen, if he was the spy, then he would know who's drunk and know that he can bluff as the librarian. Like, he could have picked two powerful roles to see as the drunk.
All right. Because if he gets me doubting my power, that's a pretty neat move, but it's a little bit weird.
Okay, so here's my current world, which is that either Ross is evil and you're not drunk, because he would never tell that if he's evil, he would never tell the drunk that they're drunk, or B, that he is a bungling drunk librarian that made a bad play. Both of those things are the things that I think are most likely, and both of those would incline me to believe that you're not actually the drunk.
All right. Do you think there's an Undertaker out there?
No idea. But what I will say is I actually find it hard to believe that there is a world in which you are drunk. Because, well, here's the thing. So the Virgin is... Okay.
I don't know what to do.
We got cut off, Stephen, but I get what you're putting down.
It's good, because I was putting it down pretty hard.
Yeah, you were.
Alrighty, nominations, they can start now. You have 4 minutes.
Did anybody watch who Ross was chatting with, aside from his librarian pings? Because we need to kill those people.
If I could nominate Steven 16 times, I would right now.
Salty.
I could say that I talked to Steven, for the first one I talked to was Ross yesterday. But I'm not evil.
I spoke to Ross yesterday.
I've also spoken to Ross. I don't think it's...
He spoke to everybody. Everybody's evil.
Gro, quick question.
Yes.
Now, obviously, why did you vote for me yesterday?
Why I voted for you, because I thought you were at least a decent kill because your virgin ability was spent.
Yeah, just flagging this because obviously we're talking about who Ross was speaking to. And obviously, Ross and Gro were talking a lot yesterday and sort of bouncing back and forth on plans. If we believe Ross is evil,
speak for very long.
Right. So this is a very dangerous rabbit trail to go down right away.
Yeah. It's nothing I want to go down too much. It's just something bringing to the fore, especially if you've asked who's Ross been talking to.
Just as a consideration, Nick, like I said, asked Gro because she was part of my ping, right? I nominated you because I'm a top 4 role.
Oh, yeah.
Me dying that day is the result that would have happened regardless, so nothing changed. Game state did not change. Making that so that Ross is evil and therefore we need to question everybody he talks to. When Ross talks to everybody in the game at least once, that's his standard MO. Try not to lean too hard on that would be my suggestion. And Steven knows this, so why he's confused about why Ross would nominate a virgin when he's a top 4 role makes 0 sense as well.
Specifically the librarian that saw the drunk, because there's a 33% chance that you're the drunk at that point.
Either way, it confirms information.
But it also took away our confirmed role. You do realize that.
Is it
confirmed? It also puts
I don't
3
know.
top 4 roles in the game based on what Gro claims.
So I did have a theory, which is that he is the spy, and that Hela made an awesome move of not killing him to make the game super awesome.
Well, then if we have a dead evil player, that's good.
Yep.
Let's try to kill another one.
Have anybody heard of Recluse?
I haven't heard any outsider claims.
No.
I will say that if there's a spy in the game, it was the quickest spy on the first night that I've ever seen.
Oh, I have seen it before.
Well, and it would also
actually, so.
be weird if there was a spy in the game and the spy spoke to their demon for the Washerwoman to die on night 1.
That is true.
So I would.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless that was a mayor ping, but then they would know it's a mayor and not go after
Yeah, I mean,
that.
it could have been a mayor bounce. So now they know that there's a mayor.
So Ross said he saw the drunk. So if we don't have another 2 outsiders come out at some point, and that pretty much hard confirms Ross as being good based on the outsider count. But he might be the drunk, or he might be the librarian. But
Did we have an outsider claim?
No, I'm not saying we have at the moment, but if
effectively
we will
Ross-
probably discover as the game goes on whether Ross might be confirmed at some point.
You're right. Because if there's, well, either there's a drunk or Ross is the drunk.
I will just say that if you're the saint, I think considering last game, please come out now.
All right, I'm announcing.
If you're the saint, at least say I'm an outsider.
That's the same about the recluse, actually.
Saying you're if you're the saint and you say you're the outsider, that's like the worst thing you can do. Because you're not going to get covered at night at that point.
Yeah, that is true.
You're not saying you're the saint either. So
You're going to need a
you're going to come
nomination.
out as an outsider, say what you are.
Okay, as we need a nomination, I'm nominating Lizette.
Okay.
Nick nominates Lisette.
Why, Nick?
Right. So this is meta, and I make no, arguments about this being meta. I know that with Jeffrey's Washerwoman, that you and I were the ones who were pinged. Now, I know as a storyteller, when I've storytold myself, I really do like to make one good and one evil. That's my metagaming. I know I was the virgin, which was what was pinged. You're the other one. In my head, that's a higher than average chance that you're evil.
Okay, I can tell that I have a blue sign on my screen. So if that's the case, Nick, then you're the evil one.
Is that on the bottom left?
Yeah.
Underneath where it says other characters?
Yeah. Right.
Do you have your colors inverted? Because that might be why you're seeing blue.
No, I have a blue sign and I'm a townsfolk. Please don't kill me.
Blue.
Exactly. You can use me later on in the game.
Alrighty. Are you ready for voting?
I'm always ready to vote.
We will start with Lisette, and I will start the time now. And you need 5 to get around the chopping block.
I'm not bad. And I actually have a confirm, just to say.
You're confirmed.
Yeah, that was an odd statement. You want to go into details on that?
5 is enough.
Lisette nominates Stephen. I have heard some shady things about you, Stephen, and I think you're evil. I can tell I'm not evil, so...
But what confirms you?
I'm not going to tell, because then I'm going to out someone, so...
But...
Yeah, you don't get anything more.
Okay, so Lisette, you nominate Stephen?
I think Stephen is evil, yeah. Stephen is evil and his role is too.
What happened?
I have heard.
Well, that's funny. I sort of heard that too along the way.
Yeah, I have got some information on someone who has a ping on Stephen, so I think he's a better kill.
Okay. So I guess I'll defend myself.
Yes.
Which is to say, well, first of all, I enjoy riding suspicious. I'm actually not evil, but if you think I'm evil, then I've done a good job because that's what I enjoy. And here we are. I'm not a good kill. I don't know if Lizette's a good kill. She might be, but I'm not a good kill. I did hard claim to Emma day one because I believe that Hello is going to make her good based on the conversation pregame, which I realize isn't perfect, but I did give her my actual role. And then I've told a bunch of weird things to a bunch of people. So if you've come up with 3 reasons to think I'm evil, that's fair.
Okay.
Someone has a ping on you that you're evil. So I
and if I'm the red herring, that's fine too.
Some pertinent information. I have been in a few games with Stephen where he's been good and he acts as suspicious as hell. That really is normal for him. I was on the...
There's also, in every other game though, when he's evil, he acts suspicious as hell.
It's a lot of fun.
Stephen acting suspicious proves nothing.
I would also like to point out that I've played very poorly. Well, I won't go into details on that, but this is not going to be a good game.
I've got pertinent information
You're not
though.
dead voting, right?
Okay.
It's that every time I've played and Stephen was in the game, he's been evil.
Yeah, I think he's evil also. Really just vote for him.
Are you ready to vote?
Yes.
I'm using my dead vote.
Wow, Emma, you're voting on me?
I will start.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I believe you,
You're
Stephen.
the
I'm
only
sorry.
one that knows my role.
I will start.
Yeah, I'm aware, but
I will start the vote with Stephen.
Ross, this is not a good
I've
use
heard
of your
some
dead vote.
suspicious info, so I'm not entirely sure I do believe you, Stephen. I'm sorry.
How many votes do we have on?
Oh my goodness, we got a
need
fifth?
one more, or
we need one less now.
pull one down. Pull
We don't
one
want to
down.
tell you.
That's perfect. Here,
Is this a tie, honestly?
That's a tie. Oh, no.
Well, guys, you don't have to believe that I'm good, but I am good, and I'd rather kill than not, so there you go. However, get somebody else on the block, because I'm not evil.
Okay. I just got a call. I'm going to have to leave in like 5 minutes. So one of the reasons why I used the dead vote, and I wanted to make sure that Stephen went down with me. So.
Okay, Ross.
What's the situation as it stands right now?
I got 6 votes.
We have six votes on Stephen and 5 votes on Lisette.
Wow.
Stephen, are you the recluse?
I am not an outsider. Unless I'm the drunk. But I think that's highly unlikely at this point. Unless Ross is evil. And he gave pings on 2 good people. However, I don't... Okay, I'm just going to stop talking.
I thought I was drunk in the beginning of the game, but I'm actually... that feeling has subsided over time.
You've sobered up a little.
I sobered up a little.
That sounds like a good idea for this particular situation.
Yeah.
All right,
It's not good being drunk in this town. It's terrible.
Anyone else nominating?
Yeah, Stephen, we should nominate someone if you're not going to be killed. Who should I nominate?
Now you're trying to defend me. We voted together and people think you're evil, so that's definitely going to help.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get people nominated this way. At this point, my nomination... Oh, so I don't actually have a good read. I don't know information on Jed, so I'll nominate Jed.
Oh, you nominate Jed?
So, I don't actually have anything beyond he's one of the people I haven't spoke to, haven't ruled out. So if anybody has anything to say against Jed, I will let them make the accusation. Otherwise, there is no accusation.
I don't like his
I
hat.
shall reciprocate and give no defense.
Okay, we voting?
Right then.
I don't think Jed is evil.
No.
Are you ready to vote already? Yep. So I will start the voting with Jed from now.
This is the second time that Bo and Stephen are voting together.
Yeah.
It's a little odd.
I pulled my hand down. I'm not voting with her. She's trying to make me look evil.
Or the other way around.
She was doing a great job.
One vote is not enough. One vote is not enough. So, are there any more nominations?
I'll nominate Deborah.
And Jed, you will nominate Deborah. Your accusation?
So my accusation is I found the vote on Stephen quite suspicious. Rosette was on the rock, and there was a vote to tie it basically if Stephen hadn't put his hand up. Rosette was also saying she's confirmed, but I'm not sure how she could be, or what roles in the game could even do that if we've already heard from the Washerwoman and the Librarian. So yeah, that's a bit suspicious based on that. That's my case.
Well, I could say that I'm good. I don't really want to reveal my role just yet. I've been speaking with Lisette a couple of times, and she's, come out to me who she is, and I believe she's telling me the truth. and that she's a good person. I haven't really spoken to Stephen yet, so I don't have like too much to go against him, but I do have some suspicions that if things that I'm being told by other people, I think Lizette is good. So that's why I didn't vote for the Lizette, but I voted for Stephen.
Pertinent information. I like Jed's accusation because that was the Lizette and Deborah vote to tie, which statistically would make them evil, or at least Deborah evil. But they were voting to take the Lizette off the block. Yeah, I like it. Oh, or I mean, what I should have said is, please don't vote for her. She's not evil or something. Whatever it is to.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Stephen.
Are there any more to add to this before I start the voting?
It's okay. I can't wait.
Could just someone sum up in 15 seconds what the accusation and defense here was? I was away.
Deborah and Lizette voted to tie. If I hadn't voted to put myself on the block, it would have been a tie. That makes them evil.
Okay.
We're not evil. I'm not evil. And I trust in Deborah.
And I trust in Lizette.
Also, Lizette said, I'm confirmed, but she wouldn't give any details as to how she was confirmed, which is fair, but it does reek of suspicion to me.
Okay.
Yeah, of course it does.
Okay.
Because you are evil, Stephen.
Well, I'm not, but you know.
Are you ready to
We just saw that you're evil in the real life and your role.
So 6 to tie, 7 to execute?
No, 7 to tie, 8 to execute.
No. 6.
Stephen is on the block.
Stephen got 6.
6 to tie, 7 to vote.
Yeah.
Thank you.
To execute.
Sorry, I
Just kill Stephen.
misremembered that one.
I will start the clock with Deborah going now.
Wow. Maybe I hard claimed to an evil person. Maybe that was my problem.
I just don't know what to believe. I'm sorry, Stephen.
That's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm not a big loss at this point.
And 4 votes, that is not enough.
I find it's very helpful when Stephen hard claims early in the game because you can immediately cross that roll off the potential ones that he could be.
No, I often hard claim my actual role, and then I tell garbage to other people.
I would say, as someone who actually follows Stephen's channel, he usually hard claims his role to someone unlikely in the beginning.
Okay.
So I'm just going to give the information.
I will count down from 5.
I am the Ravenkeeper, and the reason that I'm not going to die is because I'm highly suspicious, so you can either keep me around or kill me. It doesn't actually matter.
The time has gone. And with that, Stephen has died.
No, tear.
And you can all go back to your breakout rooms.
Thanks for letting me play, guys. It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Ross.
Bye, Ross.
Bye, Ross.
See ya.
So I will open the breakout rooms.
My room.
Anyway, as I said, the highly suspicious Ravenkeeper. Not a great look. What are you going to do? So, I'm struggling to see how I can really provide any value at this point in this game. My pin was Emma. Who have I talked to? I think, and I can't even look to see who's voted for who. That's garbage. I don't think Nick voted for me. It was the bottom half. I think Deborah and Lizette are evil. That's my call. That's my call. Because I think Lizette, I think that's who needs to get nominated, is Lizette. And Deborah is obviously evil. Oh well. Yeah, that's so dumb. And literally the only reason I died is because I voted for myself. So I have no information on anybody. And basically, unless people share with me, I definitely won't be part of the puzzle solving. So that's phenomenal. But I'm here, and I'm a voice.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, one more.
Yeah.
Need is a strong word.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, you're all back, and yet again, tonight something terrible has happened.
Yeah, it's fine.
Gro was killed during the night.
Was? Cool.
Yes.
Huh. Welcome to Death Grow.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so the demon has killed 2 people, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
And they're both
washerwoman
top
and
The
4.
washer and the what?
The washerwoman and another top 4.
Probably not a spy game.
Probably not.
Or they're just trying to kill the mayor and just getting bounces and just going to see if the mayor will.
Is someone claiming the mayor?
They shouldn't.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Are whispers open?
Yep, I will open the whispering and you will get 6 minutes.
Mia, I would
Hey,
like
Jed,
to
can we
talk to
talk?
you, but I would like to talk to Jet first.
I'll talk to you after Liza. She asked me yesterday. So.
Okay, that's fine. I'd actually like to talk to Grow if she will let me in. We could do a 3-way.
In your room, Jet?
Yeah, sure.
Mia, can I borrow you
So
for
that was
a
a
second
yes?
then?
Yes, that was yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything
Kommer
going-
bara inte dig med.
Debs,
Yeah.
can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go to yours.
to me.
To me.
Nils?
Jed.
Yes, dead Jerry. Jeffrey.
If you'd like to.
I am confused. I thought you and Grow were going to a room and I was welcome to join, but this is not Grow.
No.
Okay, so I'm not
This is
welcome? Okay, I'll leave.
No, please leave.
That's fine.
Of course you do.
What's up, Steven?
Hey, I was the Ravenkeeper, and here's the thing. As I was making my plays, I thought, I'm going to be so suspicious I'll never die at night. And I said, well, I can't help myself. It's fun to play suspicious. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
I would think, well, so here's the thing, and I'm just going to make my case, because whatever, it is what it is. Why in the world, if I was evil, would I have cast the killing vote on myself? It wasn't super helpful, but I would help.
Yeah.
I would hope it at least helps to clear me, because otherwise it would have tied, and I would have looked suspicious.
Yeah, Lizette's a little suspicious for me.
Oh, I will point out that I went into their room because I thought Jed and Grow were talking, and I went in and Lizette was quite, please leave.
Oh.
If she's evil, then that would explain why. She doesn't want me to hear what she's saying.
Yeah.
Because I will point out for anybody that doesn't realize you're actually free to jump into whispers. It's just kind of rude in this format.
Yeah.
Grow?
Steven?
Yeah, Grow, can we talk?
Yes. Where?
Cherie.
Yeah.
Cherie.
Do
Okay.
you want to have a quick chat with me in my room?
Okay. Could have sworn. Here we go.
Yes.
What are you? You're a top 4. You shouldn't care.
Yeah, I'm a chef.
So what was your number?
0.
0. Well, that's
Yes.
interesting. Do you think she would have had the spy registering as good again? Because I think Lizette and Deborah are evil.
Yeah, I think Lisette and Deborah is evil as well.
Okay, so one of them's the spy. However, super odd that they would kill 2 top 4s in a row.
Yeah, that seems really
Possibly
weird.
the spy hasn't talked to the demon yet.
Yeah.
That is a thing that happens.
Yeah, because if there is a spy, it just seems even weirder that a chef and a washerwoman was killed.
So I'm just going to put this out there because it is information. I thought that you and Jed were whispering and that I was welcome to join. However, Jed was whispering with Lizette and I joined their whisper and I was confused and Lizette was not hospitable. She was like, please leave, which is something that somebody would say when they're evil.
Yes,
that being
exactly.
said, it is rude to hop into a whisper, but I was confused because I thought that the 3 of us were going to whisper.
Yeah. That was weird.
That is what you thought was happening as well?
I was I knew I was going to whisper with you, but I thought there was someone else as well, and then I couldn't figure out where anyone was.
Okay, so
Really?
so I'm not just out to lunch. Like that is what I thought was happening. I will say I did see it said Lizette's name, but I thought, well, I don't know, maybe Grow is called Lizette today. I don't know, which would be odd to call yourself the name of another person that's in the game. I think they're both evil though, because they voted to tie it. But
Yeah,
now, who was on the
that was,
chopping block? Oh, Lizette was on the chopping block. I think we should nominate Lizette again. That's what I think.
Yeah, me too. Also, because from what from what she said, she's claiming Slayer.
Well, she's not the Slayer.
No.
Because the Slayer hard claimed to me.
Okay. But it seems like what she told me that she doesn't get any info, and she said that we could use her ability later in the game.
Yeah, that would make sense. I will say that if she's evil, she's not using her bluff rolls, and she's also not the spy. However, if there is a spy, they definitely haven't talked to the evil team yet. Well, here's the other thing. So I don't think I've actually played a ton of games with Lizette or Deborah. Possibly they were gonna tie because of naivety, and they thought I was evil, and they were gonna hard stick to their vote, even though it was a bad vote.
Yeah, I think that happens especially with people who haven't played a lot. And I will say Lisette is from the Danish group that I also play in, and tying votes by mistake happens quite a lot.
Well,
or by
it is
evil
definitely
people.
possible. My read on her is definitely evil at this point. Also, I don't suspect I'm going to get a ton of information, and all I really have at this point is the information people give me. So,
yeah,
I'm struggling to see how I'm going to make this game work. I think I'm going to go try to talk to Jed though, because I was reading him as good, and he nominated Deborah.
Yeah, and
which I thought was good.
Yeah.
All right. And I, for the record, don't mind if you're a part of that, but we'll see what happens.
Yes.
But the two people meaning what? The two people who what?
Are sitting next to each other.
Talk to, of course. The
Hey,
two
Emma.
people I hold closest.
Hi, Stephen.
You want to talk? Oh, we can't.
Oh, no, I don't.
Talk to me, Emma.
No, I can't. So that's.
Do you want to talk to me, Peter?
Sure, I would
Convenient
like
how that
to.
worked out. You didn't even need to deny.
Oh,
me.
the rooms are closed.
That.
Oh, well,
Yes.
Maybe we can
Passed.
tomorrow.
let's just say our topic is not for Vox Populi to listen in on.
Right, we just need the rest to come back.
Take this
Looks like you
opportunity to
spilled
share
some
That was
Vox
the
Populi all over
best
that
role in
jacket.
the game is the
Yes.
politician. As Peter knows.
I'm not quite sure if that would Nick or not, but
That was my favorite game to date,
that's right.
Stephen.
So fun to be the politician.
Fair enough.
That was a
if you're
great
not,
game to
I am,
watch.
So
By the way, Hella, Ross used to use dead vote, so you might want to take that off.
Oh yes, you're.
Yeah, I mean
right.
he's gone
I
anyway.
think it's going to be voting
Yeah.
anyway. But,
Well, yeah, he's gone, but still.
Now the vote is gone.
If Ross's space votes between now and the end, something is fishy.
Shady. Are we missing some?
Nope, we're all here.
Yes, Ross left, so we're now.
Yeah.
Well, we got
Yes.
Chris as a spectator, so there should be somebody else.
Yeah, I think 12.
We're 11 players left, and then
Yeah,
Hella and
that
spectators.
matches. That
That's right.
matches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You can start your nominations, and I will start a timer. So there you go.
I would like to come out to the town. To those I have not already told my role to, I am the Slayer. I do have some suspicions, but I would like to hear what people are thinking. Who should I shoot?
I think Lizette.
That's a waste.
shooting wise, Niles or Peter seem like the best bets. But that's
Nick.
more because I've ticked off who isn't the demon and I haven't ticked them off yet.
Fair enough.
Every time, Nick, every time
I
I think there's chance to rehabilitate our relationship.
Hey, I just haven't ticked you off yet.
Oh, you've ticked me off.
Yeah.
Well, I am sort of
you as not evil
shifting.
yet.
I am sort of shifting between Peter, Nils, Nick, and Deborah, but that's because
Emma.
that's the ones I do not have anything on yet.
So are you
Maybe
intending
other
to
than
shoot
the Virgin, but I have gotten funny information after.
We've had Virgin and we've had Jeffrey as Washerwoman confirm me as Virgin.
Yeah, I'm 100% that Nick is the virgin. The only way that he isn't is if I
If you're
was
evil,
if I
you're
was
evil.
drunk.
Yeah.
That'd be a
That's right.
phenomenal evil
You're
play to
evil.
bluff
That would
as
be a good play.
Washerwoman and Virgin.
Yeah, exactly.
And then kill myself
That's
the
a
first
good
day.
evil play.
Well, no, because the demon is bluffing as the Virgin, who we treat as confirmed, and then the
Didn't
Washerwoman
Adam
confirms him. and
didn't
he's
Adam
killed.
Blampier do exactly that thing in No Rolls Barred, where he was the spy and he claimed Washerwoman who saw the Virgin?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh yeah,
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does anyone here still believe that Ross was real Librarian?
Yes.
Like, actually?
Yes, I believe that was a blunder play. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was probably the drunk in.
Yes.
Yeah, he's. I believe he's good. I believe he's either the
I
drunk.
think
or
he's
the
good, but I
librarian.
think he's drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he didn't see Nick as the drunk, so if Nick is the Virgin, then Ross was the drunk, in my opinion.
So
Or maybe Nick is the imp and just trying to take his ooze off him.
It is a possibility.
Yeah. That's why I should have killed Nick. When I talked to Nick day one, I'm like, "Do you want me to kill you?" Or you? And he's like, "No, I trust you. Let's find somebody else." And then now that's.
To be honest, I mean, I stand by that. A washerwoman who has seen the Virgin, to me as the Virgin, you're confirmed. So you dying doesn't really add anything. If we'd have got somebody else who could have died to me, that means I'm confirmed, you're confirmed, they're confirmed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would have made so much more sense. Like.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
no
going
one
to say
died,
something.
so-
I have heard that someone got a ping on you, Nick, that you're
Yeah.
evil. So,
I've heard the same thing.
Yes, I believe I am the red herring.
yeah, of course you do.
Or
But you
the
can't
other
be
person.
evil
You
and
did
the red
not
herring
die,
at the same
or
time.
Ross did not die when he nominated you, which does give up suspicion if we do believe that Grow was the drunk, according to Ross' information.
Why do we think
It
Grow
could
was
be
the
we've
drunk?
got a.
Me or
there are a
someone
couple
else.
of
You
reviews of
never
this
told
work.
me who the someone else was.
Ross could be evil.
Ross
Ross could
could
be
be
the drunk. Or we could have a poison in play, which is a reasonable guess for what we're seeing, and I happen to have been poisoned that night.
Yep, that is a possibility. But that's unlikely.
Yeah,
Ross-
this is why part of the reason I'm so happy to kill, happy is the wrong word, but content to kill Ross is sort of, 1 out of 2, 50-50 chance of evil.
I don't know how Grow has ended in the drunk category because Ross saw me as the other potentially drunk out there.
Well, he saw Grow and you.
Oh, sorry.
The librarian sees 2 people.
Forgetty spaghetti.
So I am going to make a nomination.
Yes.
And it is going to be Lizette again.
Mm.
I have had information that she is evil, but a minion, not the demon.
And where do you have that information from? Because it's not right. I am confirmed good.
You keep repeating the confirmed line,
I do, but I don't
but
want
no
to.
one seems to even nod slightly their head.
No, because they don't want to say who they are, so I can understand that.
There's almost
Can't
no
even say
roles
that-
left that can actually confirm you.
Yeah,
As I understand it,
is
this
it?
confirmation comes from a fortune teller, which just confirms they're not the demon, not a minion.
Or the poisoned fortune teller.
But I've managed to get information basically that near enough confirms Lizette is evil. There is one slight wrinkle,
but
I don't believe it.
But who has confirmed you? What role has confirmed that I am evil?
I do not want to out them unless they want to out
No, just the
themselves.
role, not the person.
No.
No.
There are too many info roles where if I can confirm the role, that will confirm the person, and I'm not going to do that.
And there's only one.
So exactly the same people that are confirming that Lisette is good.
Yep. Which is
Okay.
odd since they're also the information.
Yeah, that's
against
so
her.
elusive.
Is there
Okay, I'm going to tell who I am. Actually, I don't want to tell it, but I'm going to. I'm the mayor. So if you kill me, that's
The
it.
great minion or demon bluff.
No, I
I
am
have
the
got
mayor.
you.
I am the mayor.
I'm speaking with people.
I
I've got
think
you
you're
pinged
the
as evil.
evil one, Nick. I am the mayor.
No.
So
You are pinged as evil. I
I'm
do
not
not believe
evil.
you're the demon. I
So
believe
are
you're the
you, Nick.
No. Oh, Emma wanted to use her Oh no, okay, now it's nominated, but
We can always take it after.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to listen in what people had in mind.
I have hard claimed to Deborah on the first day, and I claimed mayor to her. I am the mayor.
Okay, are there anything else? Otherwise, we will start the nomination. And it requires 4 votes to get on the chopping block. And I will start the voting on Lisette now.
Wow. That's unexpected and weird.
You don't need to vote if there's already 4.
Very strange.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have trusted Deborah. That's my... I actually think that you should shoot on Deborah Emma.
That does not sound like a terrible idea.
Yeah, because if we're gonna kill Lizette and you shoot somebody else, makes it very likely we win.
I am not a demon or a minion.
Well, that's why I
am
said
a
shoot
blue
Deborah
mayor.
because you're on the block.
Yeah.
Yeah. I choose to use my Slayer ability on Deborah, and I will use a spoon.
Oh.
You will use a spoon.
Will use a spoon.
Because it will hurt more.
So in the
Yes.
night, Emma, you sneak up on Deborah and you have a spoon and you start hitting her with the spoon and nothing happens.
Okay.
What's the try though?
Stephen, are you really good? Because then Deborah is evil.
She survives this.
It's either you or Deborah who's good.
Why do you say that?
That I don't want to tell.
Well, I know that there's a chef 0. However, there is a spy and a recluse. And I'm sorry if I wasn't supposed to share that information, because there's a really quietness happened.
There is a spy and a recluse. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, but if those roles are in the game, then the chef 0
that messes up the chef info.
Oh yeah, okay. I just got confused there.
I mean, it's possible that either I'm drunk or confused based on information that I've been given, but I was for sure certain that Stephen was evil, but since then I'm not so sure, and so I can't be 100% that Lizette has been truthful to me in saying that she's the mayor.
I don't think
so. That's why I voted.
Okay, I'm going to out it now. Deborah says that she's the empath, and I know I'm blue. And Stephen, if you're not evil, then she is evil or drunk.
It's possible I'm drunk.
I'm just saying, I am the mayor.
There's not a lot of room for more drunk people, are there?
No,
Yeah.
or she could be
and Ross. I don't think.
But she's not the imp, so Lisette nominates Nick.
Okay, Lisette, you nominate Nick.
Yeah. And I hope that someone is backing me here.
And your accusation?
Yeah. I have heard in the town of this really good folks that Nick is an evil or red herring. He's a virgin, so in his claim, and I know the same person has cleared me, and it's not Deborah, just to say. So I actually think that Nick is evil or the red herring.
So I am the red herring. I have been confirmed by Jeffrey, our washerwoman.
Yeah, but
most time, I wouldn't worry about being killed. But I say I've got information that Lizette is evil. She's not the demon, but she is evil. She is a good kill unless we have better information on who the minion is.
But that is not correct. So you cannot get that information.
That is the information I've been received from talking
but
to people.
then please share, because it's not right. You cannot get that information anywhere from.
It just seems strange, Lizette, that you would say I don't want to out who I am, and then you said who you were, and then you said I don't want to
die.
No, hold on, let me talk for a second. And then you said I don't want to out the person who confirms me, or I don't want to out Deborah's role, but I'll do that anyway, and she's the empath. So either I'm evil or Steven's evil, and I know I'm not, and Steven claims he's good, so I don't trust Deborah. I nominate Nick. It just seemed weird that you would go from Deborah, let's nominate Nick.
I can see that, Peter, but Emma has just used the Slayer ability on Deborah. So she's not the imp.
As Lizette's
so
outed her, yes, Deborah is my information source.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
just saying those could be evil
before and after Stephen died, right?
Yeah.
But Stephen could be evil, Nose could be evil, and Bro could have some wrong information, or they're a prisoner in the game. I am not evil.
Are we ready to go for voting? Yes. Okay, I will start the voting for Nick, and I will start it now.
It looks like you should vote. It's definitely a Danish thing.
It's a Danish evil.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Okay, 3 votes is not enough.
Well, Mia just jumped to the top of my suspicion list.
Sorry, one more time, Stephen.
Mia jumped to the top of my suspicion list by voting there.
What makes you say that?
I have reason to believe that Mia is good.
Well, that's fair. You jumped to the top of my list. My list is always not the greatest.
There's plenty of room.
But I will give you 10 seconds to nominate again.
I'm happy with this kill.
Who's on the block right now?
Lizette.
Me, and I'm the mayor.
Lizette has
that's right.
4, and Nick has
she's a
3.
minion.
So
No, I'm not a minion. I'm a
Which
mayor.
never happens anyway. That's just.
So no nominations, and by that, Lisette, she has died, and the game continues. I will open the breakout rooms.
So we're at 7. We'll be at 6. We got 2 kills left. I don't know. Emma could be evil. And Deborah could be the demon. The evil Slayer shooting the demon. The world is such a confusing place.
Showing his true colors.
Niels, it's not Christmas.
It's always Christmas somewhere.
I'm trying to hide it to get some visit at night, Nils. Then change your clothes and hats on.
I take it back, Nils. You're the Alex. The Alex Daly.
Yeah, the Alex Daly.
I mean, first game was hats. This game is jackets. Next game, I'm gonna change kneecaps every round.
Glasses.
Backgrounds.
Alrighty, we are all back in the town, and something terrible has happened again tonight.
Not again.
Yes, again.
Are you serious?
At the clock tower.
It happened every night.
On top of the clock tower, there was a person cleaning the windows, and somehow he got pushed off the clock tower, and he fell down and splashed to the ground, and you found Jet. He had died during the night.
We need to reinforce this clock tower.
Can I say something? I really believe that Nick is evil. What if he had tried to kill me every night, and that's why the washerwoman and the chef is dead? Just for play, you say it's an art kill for the washerwoman and the chef.
So was Jeffrey.
Yeah, a mayor would explain the weird people dying.
Yeah, it's just, what if it is Nick? It was an easy way to.
But
I could get behind killing Nick. I mean, I could get behind that.
Jed, are you happy for me to reveal your role?
I mean, I'll say I was the monk.
Can I say it just so they can understand something?
Well, I was a monk.
Oh, okay. You claim saint to me.
Same.
That's weird.
Oh, wait, what?
Nils.
Yes.
Can we chat?
Indeed, we can.
I'll
Jed,
come
can
to
we talk?
yours.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to open the breakout room.
Yes, please.
Nice.
Yes.
We can just chat here
I
and
locked
whisper.
myself out of my house, but I'll.
There you go. I will start the timer at 5
Oh, yeah,
minutes.
sure.
You got
Okay,
5 minutes.
Can we have a chat?
I'm coming to you.
Who?
Me. Jed,
Yeah,
chat
me,
with us?
me or you.
Let's.
Are you actually the monk?
No.
Okay. Are you the saint?
No. Yeah, I was a saint.
What's the purpose in that confusion?
Because if anyone evil tries to come out as an outsider, then they're confirmed as being evil.
I like it. However, people did then immediately contradict you, so I don't know how much
Yeah, which
value
wasn't
there's.
helpful. Yeah, I was trying to say no.
Well, I will say that
so you
socially, I
don't.
read you as good the minute you nominated. I don't remember if it was Lizette or Deborah. Now, Lizette was talking to you yesterday, and I hopped in because I was confused because I thought that me, you, and Grow were going to whisper. And I will say that Lizette was a little hostile. Now, it's it's possible that she doesn't actually understand that you actually can jump into whispers. It's just impolite. Typically, it doesn't happen, but it's not against the rules. But I will say that my read on her, she was like, please leave, please get out. Now, that could be because she thinks I'm evil and I'm being rude, or it could be because she's evil. I don't actually have a clue what's going on, though.
I don't know. I mean, I did think she was evil, just from mainly
Cool.
from social
Well,
reasons.
that was my read, so I'm happy with that. However, I've switched to thinking maybe Emma's evil. She was my first whisper, and I believed her. However, she did not believe me. Now, I don't blame people for not believing me, but I did tell her the truth, and I don't know. I didn't like it that she switched. She did shoot Deborah. I'm very confused, dude. I don't understand what's happening. Do you think Nick is evil?
No.
I don't either. And
I mean,
Lizette
if
was
he's
trying.
evil, I think he deserves to win. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Coming out as a virgin as the demon. That's quite
well, and the
ballsy
other
for-
thing that I will say is Lizette, who I believe is evil, was pushing very hard on Nick, which would make me inclined not to vote for Nick.
Yeah. So Deborah's saying empath, right?
Maybe the evil
That's
team is
also-
Deborah, Lizette, and Emma, and maybe Deborah's the demon. It was Deborah and Lizette that made the tie that got me killed.
There's also a chef. There's a chef zero as well, so the chef would have had to be poisoned.
Lizette could be the spy, and they could be intentionally killing the odd kills to validate the monk. That's the thing about all this crap, is that it can go in so many directions.
Wait, validate you said validate the monk, but I assume you meant to say something else.
So if Lizette is the spy, she could be bluffing as the monk, and they could be killing stupid kills to validate.
The mayor, you mean, not the monk?
The mayor, sorry.
Yeah.
Now, the point is, I actually think the washerwoman and the chef would actually not be mayor bounces. Like, that is too garbage for a mayor bounce, in my opinion. Like, let's just kill the absolute worst roles. I feel like there's normally some balance in that, and I don't know. I just feel like...
Yeah, I mean, Karen 1 is... I'd expect 1 to die from a mayor bounce. Maybe 2 is too much.
Now, I had Mia as evil because of the vote solely, because, at that point, I think I had Lizette.
Do you have anything for Niels, Peter, or Mia?
I have no information. I say that's the problem, is my game was kind of garbage, so people aren't really sharing with me. Nils, Mia, and Peter, I could probably get from Peter. Do you have anything from Peter?
I need to find out what those. Right, one of them's the fortune teller. There's a fortune teller, or one of them. Someone was saying they're a fortune teller, and I'm not heard.
That is also true. Is that's the thing about any of this information, is it could be just stupid.
If we believe the chef zero, then
I do think Grow was
either
good.
Mia or Peter,
or a spy. I'm telling you, I don't think Lizette the spy bluffing as the mayor is terrible. Like, I think that's a world I could believe. I personally, from social reads at the beginning, thought that Lizette and Deb were evil, and they literally stuck the tie vote. Now, I will say I spoke with Emma after that, or somebody, I don't remember who it was.
So it's also weird that Deborah was an empath with a 1, and those two seem to trust each other.
Yeah,
Well,
that
I
is
assume that's what
also
happened anyway.
super odd. That
Those two
doesn't.
seem to trust each
That
other.
actually
like,
doesn't make sense.
a ton and push on you. I mean, even when you died, Deb was still kind of trusting Rosette for a while, although she did vote on her.
Well, because she knew she wasn't the demon. And also Emma. That's my evil team, is Deborah, Emma, and Lizette. Because Emma, the not Slayer, shot the demon. And I think that that's a pretty cool play, too.
Yeah, I mean, that happens quite often.
Does it?
Well, yeah, that's, I don't know.
Well,
if
and
you,
Emma
if you're
also
bluffing as a
turned on
Slayer,
me,
the
and I
obvious thing to do is to shoot your demon, right?
I don't feel that I don't feel I should have been sus to Emma. Like I literally told, and it made sense. I literally told her, based on the meta, you wouldn't be evil. I'm gonna hard claim to you. I feel that was very plausible because they. And there we go.
The thing is, Nick is the one person I will argue for.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is if Nick is evil, that makes Jeffrey his minion, or Jeffrey the drunk, or Jeffrey poisoned.
Even drunk or poisoned, Nick wouldn't have known that I saw Virgin and claimed Virgin.
Okay, so I just like to make a
He could
comment.
be spy. He could be spy, so it could.
I just like to make a comment, which is, I, from everything within me, do not believe Nick is evil, and I believe that if he is evil, that he deserves the win. So I think we should just rule out that world, since it's a very crazy world, and we should move on. That's my personal belief, and I believe that the evil team is Deborah, Lizette, and Emma, and I think Deborah is the demon. And I do have a reason for thinking that, because she was apparently the empath, and the thing that's super odd is that her and Lizette would be working together if she was the empath that got a 1. Like, that's not a basis for trust.
Why do you think I'm an evil in this case?
Well, because I think that you should be trusting me, and I need a third evil, and you didn't trust me. And that is totally social. I will say that of the two people that I feel more confident about, it's Lizette and Deborah. Because doesn't that make sense that an empath that got a 1 would implicitly trust their neighbor and think that the other person's evil? That doesn't make sense to me.
So,
I don't know.
In that life, either Deborah or Lisette is the spy, or I'm drunk.
I can just say that I am the mayor, so that is not correct, Stephen. And if you're good, then Deborah must be bad or drunk or poisoned. That's
well, either way. I don't care if you think Deborah's evil.
We know that she's not the demon.
Yeah.
She could be a minion, but she's definitely not the
unless
the evil person. I can't.
Unless Emma's her minion.
No, I am definitely a spend slayer this time.
So just pertinent information. I have spoken to the fortune teller. Emma has been consistently coming up as no with whoever she's checking with.
Yeah. And I can tell that she has checked with me. I'm a 0 also.
I mean, so I think Emma's good, but that doesn't actually rule out the scenario Stephen's talking about, because fortune teller is checking for the demon, right?
But
or she could be the minion.
The saint. Who's the last outsider?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big puzzle right now. Has Peter
really
confided his role to any of you?
No.
No.
And
but you haven't either, Nils. So.
That's true. And we're pretty sure that there's no spy around, are we?
I don't know.
So we're at
We don't know, but it could be a poisoner and a Scarlet Woman.
That sounds good.
I'd say I lean more towards the Scarlet Woman one.
Yeah, I would think a spy did a poor job of going after Washerwoman and Chef.
Well, my theory on that was...
Unless it was the mayor bounce, but then that means they're going after try to get the mayor right off the bat.
Yeah. I've only heard one outsider claim. So it would be an outsider and a drunk, but that claim does not really add up anymore.
No.
Yeah.
The only claim I had was Jed, who's now said he wasn't that outsider at all.
But I can say that the fortune teller got a ping on you, Nick. So why don't we kill Nick? I don't get it. If he's a red herring, then so what? He says he's a virgin, but why do we keep him alive when
we have 2 kills left, and we have to decide whether it's today and on the last day, or whether it's tomorrow and on the last day.
Does anyone have a reason to think there's a poisoner in the gun?
Oh, but if he's evil, yeah.
Well, The only reason I would think there's a poisoner in the game because I don't think there's a Baron or a spy.
No, same. I think it's a poisoner and a Scarlet Woman.
And if it's a poison on a Scarlet Woman, the imp can already have moved without us moving.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I think it's a little bit odd that Nick is so hard trying to kill me the whole game. So I think he's
kind of sus.
I just want to put one voice out there, which is that if it was a spy game, potentially an evil person intentionally killed terrible rules to validate a fake a monk or fake mayor. Sorry,
Fake mayor.
I'm not fake.
Well,
it
don't take it
anyway,
personally. You have to have theories. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
but
dead.
but it does help to create worlds to have things to hang things on.
As I've said with Lizette,
No,
the
but-
first night was purely a meta theory, as a meta reason. As a storyteller, I love doing when I'm doing two roles where one is a townsfolk, when one of them is a townsfolk, is to go, this person's a townsfolk, this person is evil.
Who was the other pagan that day?
Yeah, and I'm good.
We are
that
going
you
to
can
need a
kill evil
nomination.
Nick. So it's the other way around.
Before
We gotta-
nominations, who is our final outsider? Because we've only
No
got
one
one.
was given.
Let's leave that alone.
I think
with the information I've got, it's
I
really
think Nils would like to nominate someone.
Yes, I would actually like to nominate Peter in a twist move.
So, Nils, you're going to nominate Peter.
Yes.
And your accusation?
So I'm not super at this, but I do believe that Peter was trying to claim my role to me just now, which means we have so many investigators out there, first of all, and they have all been kind of placed, so there's very few plots left. And the conversation I just had with Peter, unless I completely misunderstood what he said, then we had a collision of roles there. That's it. And I have a 50-50 between Nick and Peter right now, but I have to go with the one that is based on people that I trust, not based on people I don't trust out there. That's all I got.
But you won't tell what the role was.
It would be
Just
news
an
to me once he
investigator.
said the role, because I have a slightly different view of that conversation. I didn't imply a role at all. I just said the same thing that I was saying to other people throughout the game, was that I was a non-information townsfolk. So that's all that I said.
Well, I
I'm
think
not
he narrowed down all the non-information
right, but
what
Nils what he told me was not that back to me.
Yes. When we had the conversation, yes, because I wanted to see what else you were saying in that sentence, because there's not a lot of non-informational people left.
Correct.
What you're saying is that you're both soldiers?
Yes.
That's also what I'm reading here.
Yeah. Because we had a Slayer shot, we had the Virgin incident, we have some mayors going around, and he was pretty adamant in not being the mayor.
We also have a monk claimed.
Yeah,
monk.
the monk has been there as a defender. And there's a million investigators out there, and Peter's not one of them. I'm not one of them. And that's kind of where it leaves us. And I know I've been talking to some people saying that I might get some information, but that's people I wanted to try and attack me. People I read as imp.
I think it was a little bit odd that you didn't want to tell me who you were. Now you're outing yourself.
I think he didn't. I outed him.
I had it narrowed down as well.
Yeah, it's a crossing of things, and of course the drunk effect can still be in effect. But if you claimed soldier and I'm a soldier, then I might be drunk, and then we have Nick left in the Virgin area.
There shouldn't be. The drunk shouldn't see a character that's in the game.
Yeah.
Typically.
The only way you can get a double claim is if one of you is lying.
Indeed. That's what I mean, is that but yeah, it's not my best things, but it's something, and that's what I have.
Well, I'm up for getting either one of you out because you're the only two I don't have have information on until now.
Yeah, and I really want to see who will vote on Peter and Nick. That's what. But I'm sad to see no one nominated Nick as well. But that's me.
So yeah.
Well,
Okay,
I think it makes
Peter,
more
do you
sense to
have
go to 5.
defense?
Yeah, I played this game a little different in that I haven't hard claimed a role to a single person in the game. I got called out in the last game for being too vocal and steering the conversation in a certain direction. So I consciously made an effort to play differently this time and be more of a listener and an observer and keep things close to my vest. I still have things close to my vest. But yeah, there are way more suspicious people in the game than me at this point. This is not a good idea.
So you're not a soldier?
I have not claimed a role to anybody in this game.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, are you the soldier?
My answer remains the same.
But why don't you want to tell who you are, Peter?
Because I don't think at this point that's helpful. And if it gets me executed, then so be it. But I have not claimed a role to anyone in this game.
I don't see any value.
Is it because you're the imp?
Yeah.
I do believe he is.
Joke.
I'm of the opinion that when we're at 6 and we have 2 kills left and we're now just going off of suspicion and the person who's being nominated is, as Nils admittedly said, sort of going out of the box with this one based on a couple other people who have more suspicion on them. I think the math is starting to work against us here with the number of kills that are left, and that we might have some more clarity at 5 rather than 6.
Yeah, but Helle was halfway through the countdown of nominations, and I haven't seen you nominate. That also
because I think we should go to sleep today. That's why.
Deb, do you want to come out with your information?
So if we think there's still...
Deborah, do you want to come out with your information?
Does it have to do with this one?
Yes.
What that we spoke about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a 0. So do you want to explain it, Nick? You're probably better.
But how does that in no way reflects on my nomination?
It really does.
Yeah.
So it means
I think Nick is evil.
Nils and Emma are coming up as not evil. So it means it's either myself, Mia, or Peter, as Jeffrey's confirmed me with Washerwoman as being the virgin person between Mia and Peter.
Or Deborah.
Or Deborah herself, yes.
No, that's true.
I just know that I am a blue character.
Personally, I believe her.
Yeah.
But there is a
okay. We are
saying we just go to bed tonight and see what happens tomorrow.
Oh, Deb takes the vote. So
we have to make this vote, and it will start with Peter, and I will start the vote now.
If we think there might still be an active poisoner, then we should kill today rather than going to bed.
Yeah.
I think we should kill Nick.
Yeah, but you're a minion, so you would think that.
I'm not a minion, I'm a mayor.
But I sort of...
I honestly think Lizette could have been the demon. And
one vote.
I am the mayor.
She was definitely not the demon.
Definitely not.
You are. I am the mayor. So
she was checked by the fortune teller and came up with a no.
But you were checked by the fortune teller also, Nick. And
so I will count down. We need a nomination.
Yes.
Why are we outing all the roles in the
why you're still alive.
Who's confirmed me?
Oh, are roles being added?
I would like to nominate Nick.
Yeah, thank you.
Bizarre.
Emma nominates Nick.
Yeah, and I think everything is speaking for itself here. There's been a ping by a fortune teller on Nick. Besides, nothing happened when Ross tried to kill him or nominate him about his virgin power, which is very suspicious. So I think we've been over this like a million times. So that's why I nominate Nick.
So, again, as always, Jeffrey is Washerwoman. He has confirmed me. The only way that I could possibly not be the Virgin is if Jeffrey's evil as well. And if Jeffrey's evil, why was he killed by that demon at night?
I don't know, but it seems odd in my book.
I know
He
it's
was
odd.
poisoned.
Nothing
He was
happened.
poisoned.
It is definitely odd. I'm not going to lie on that one. It's a really, if Hella somehow set this up to happen this way, that's amazing running. I'm not worried about dying, to be totally honest.
Okay.
I am the Virgin. Be better not to kill me, so we don't waste, so we don't waste a kill on me. But I am the Virgin.
Jeffrey,
has
correct that we only have 2 kills, Jeff. Left.
Yeah,
Right.
Nils, let's not kill today.
Yeah, I think Nick's a very bad kill.
We will start the nomination, the voting, and it will start with Nick, and it requires 3 for a kill, or not for a kill, for getting on the chopping block.
You should
So
really
I will start it now.
Lizette's got a dead vote up.
Yeah, Lisette, don't use your dead vote.
No, she should use her dead vote.
I think it's a 9. No, because I'm not evil. And that was an evil look.
Me?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to save it for tomorrow.
So 1 vote is not enough. So I will count down from 5. This means you can all go to sleep. I will open the breakout rooms.
Hopefully nobody dies tonight.
Ella, I'm going to the toilet just for information.
Yep.
Don't go there.
Wow. don't take the computer with you.
No, exactly.
All right, I've waffled back and forth, and I've left my evil team the way it was. I believe there is a spy. So, Deborah, the empath, got a 1. Trusted Lisette. Not how that would work. Emma, the evil person. I think the last 2 kills should be Deborah and Emma, personally, and I think it is. Well, she could have technically poisoned Grow. Poisoner, Scarlet Woman. I don't know why it's a Scarlet. I think it's a spy. I think the spy has used their information. That's what I think. That's what I think it has to be. The spy has used their information to validate Mayor bounces. Oop. So we're going to put the bluffs in here, which is the Slayer, the Empath, and the Mayor. That's what we're doing. Right? Who knows? Find out tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I think.
Pretty awesome.
It does.
It looks like Batman is standing between you and a really bright light, and his shadow is being cast onto your chest.
All righty.
It looks like Batman is standing right here.
We are all back, and also the shapeshifter Nils, what we can call it. And during the night, something terrible has happened again. Someone has died. And this time it was Nick that died.
Really?
Oh, really?
How does that make sense?
If he stopped
himself.
Told you I was a bit having.
Star pass.
No,
I think
they're
so
trying
also.
to make him be the evil one.
Actually, I think it's a little bit odd that the fortune teller is still alive.
Agreed.
Am I the
And
only
an
one?
empath.
Sure.
Yeah,
Peter,
the
can we talk?
fortune teller and the empath are both alive.
I think it's a little bit odd.
I will open the breakout rooms.
Peter?
You want to talk?
Yeah.
And you get 4 minutes.
Sure.
4 minutes. Oh my goodness.
4
Cherie
minutes.
is my room. I guess technically you're alive, so you're a suspect, and it's probably an odd choice to talk to you, because if you're evil, then you're going to agree with what I say, and maybe if you're good, you'll agree with me, and we're right. So not the greatest of things. However, my evil team is very solidly Deborah, Lizette, and Emma. Deborah and Lizette were a pair at the beginning. Why the heck would the empath that got a 1 implicitly trust their neighbor?
Yeah, I haven't got that from the beginning, but if we believe Emma was, so you're saying Emma wasn't the Slayer and fake Slayer shot to clear Deborah.
That's my belief. And I think she's the poisoner, which I believe, and I actually believe Lizette is the spy, because I believe Grow did get a 0, and I believe that is why.
Okay.
And I believe that all of the terrible kills were mayor bounces to validate the fake mayor. And I will also point out that Lizette has been forcefully pushing in literally every direction, like, and very angrily fighting. Now, that could be just literally that she is good and she's frustrated that people think she's evil.
Yeah.
But that's not the way I'm reading it. So that's my world.
So you think Emma's the demon?
I think that Deborah is.
Okay.
And also, Lizette and Deborah both voted to tie on me, which is not a helpful thing. However, I did talk to one of the people that plays with them regularly, and she did say that they, I think it's in the Danish group or whatever, and she said that they are players that frequently tie votes, which is obviously not good, just because of lack of experience or whatever.
What do we have that's clearing Mia at this point?
I don't know. Who is the fortune teller? There's a fortune teller people keep talking about.
That's who the fortune teller must be.
That's what I have put in, and at this point, there's not a part of me that believes that there's a fortune teller. However, it could also be that Emma found out, and she's the poisoner, and she's been poisoning the fortune teller every other night or whatever.
Right.
So that's my world. It is because of, well, and I also think that Nick is good, and I think that they killed Nick to make it look like a star pass. That's what I think.
Where's the second outsider?
The outsiders are, well, so are you good?
Drunk.
I do know who the second outsider is. However, they were leaving it nebulous so that an evil player could claim outsider, because then that person at least would know.
Okay. Okay.
Are you evil?
I'm not.
Can you claim your role? Like, this is getting ridiculous. I need to fill things in so I can at least think about it. If you're good, you should want to give me your role.
I haven't told anybody the whole game.
Yeah? Are you going to try to make a whole game without claiming? Because you don't want us to kill you. Like, I'm going to have a night and I can think about it and figure out that it makes sense. Like, I would like to be able to do that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm the Undertaker.
Really? So you can validate things?
Yeah.
So I'll just read my circle and you can tell me how accurate I am. I don't even know who.
Well, there's been three executions.
So tell me those executions, if you don't mind.
Ross is the drunk.
Yep, obviously.
You're the Ravenkeeper. Yep. Lizette was the mayor.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. So that's interesting information.
Which is why I'm suspicious of Mia and Nils.
Mia and Nils.
Mia's fortune teller doesn't make sense.
Well, why did Deborah, the empath...
Well, I didn't say I wasn't suspicious of Deborah. I'm just saying I'm suspicious of Mia and Nils. I don't believe there's a fortune teller in the game.
I don't
Mia
either.
is the one
the
with fortune teller.
An outsider.
Sorry, Mia, it was closed.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, you're all back. Well, you can start with your nominations. I will give you 4 minutes again.
There's still
Can
the world.
I say something? If I can meta game just a little bit. First night, I got information, and after I got information, there was approximately 30 seconds before we were all back in the room. That makes it kind of weird that an empath and a fortune teller who should have gotten information after me first day, that we have both in the game.
Fortune teller, Mia. Can you regale to us who were the first person you started telling your fortunes to?
I believe the first one I talked to was, I think, Nick or Lisette. I don't
Not me.
remember.
You have talked to Emma before me.
That's right. That's right.
I think
I've talked to
it was the
several
second
people
day.
now. I've talked to so many people now. I don't really remember.
I've just talked to you the second day.
In my book, I know that by script, people predict me of going through Peter now because I said it was 50-50 between Nick and Peter, but the death of Nick has just thrown that into a loop that I do not understand. But the problem is that I don't understand because either you are the fortune teller and you have told the imp you're the fortune teller by this point, and you're still alive for some reason, or the imp resides with you.
I will say that I haven't talked to Mia and I haven't talked to anyone who told me that she was the fortune teller, but I knew. So everyone should know.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, has she been outed as the fortune teller until this moment?
I had her filled in as the fortune teller just because
I had her filled in too, but I don't think that was public information until this point.
I had it filled in just because, like, where the heck is the fortune teller? Has to be there.
Isn't it a little bit odd she's not dead?
Yep,
Or
I
she
agree.
poisoned
Yeah, I
them?
think it's odd.
Well, I find that odd as well.
Unless she's perpetually poisoned.
I have a fortune teller and an empath that should have gotten really, really, really quick information and that haven't been killed.
I mean, even when Jeffrey died, I heard people talking about fortune teller out there, and now Nick died, who is to be believed a dead virgin now, and it doesn't really sound to me like characters that ring as we need to get rid of these people.
Okay.
I mean, if I was a demon, I would kill Nick because, in my view, he was a really suspicious person who was still alive.
You would have killed him
Yeah.
to make it look like a star pass?
I wouldn't.
No, it was. I thought Nick was dead, so I would have killed him because, in my mind, I didn't think he was very suspicious.
I thought that he was killed to make it look like a star pass. That was my take.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Again, I've probably got one of the most explained roles. We've got the washerwoman who has confirmed me.
You've said that.
Yeah, and also, why would evil kill themselves at this point? Like, they want to have as many evils as possible. So here's my simple question. Deborah, are you claiming that you're the empath that got a 1 on night 1?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes her evil.
But she survived the spoon.
She survived the deadly spoon.
So she can't be the demon.
Yeah,
well, she can't be the demon if she was. Emma's not the Slayer.
If
I
she
am
was,
the Slayer.
I understand.
Yeah, but if Deborah was the Scarlet Woman, she could have been shot at and then become the demon.
Has Deborah been checked by the fortune teller at this point?
I think she might have.
Is it worth just coming out with her information today, or?
It was pinged on a zero.
It will be worth coming out.
Someone nominate Nils.
Me?
No, he's
Nils
a bad
or
one.
Mia?
Someone nominate Peter, please.
Or nominate Mia. I think it's us.
Yeah, I would like to nominate Mia.
No, Nick already nominated.
No, I'm not.
Oh, Nick's dead.
He's dead.
Nick's dead.
Somebody quickly nominate.
Nils would like to nominate me.
Mia.
Peter, do you still
It
know
was
what to
Emma.
you are?
Emma
Yes,
was
please.
first with her nomination.
I was faster.
Emma nominated Mia.
Yeah, and that's purely because I find it very odd that our fortune teller is not dead yet. And since Nick is dead and there was a lot of suspicion on Nick, it makes 0 sense whatsoever. I cannot find anything that actually makes sense. So yeah, I think Mia might be our evil demon.
Well, I'm not. I am the fortune teller, and I find it very odd that I'm actually still alive. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I am the fortune teller, and yeah, I find it really odd too. Like,
Okay. Anything else to add?
Well, I'm just going to state that if it gets to me, I will be voting if a live person doesn't choose to vote.
Yeah, so it's Deborah or Nils need to.
It requires 3 for putting someone on the chopping block.
And maybe we should get to 4 to prevent the evil
I
from
will.
taking it back.
I will start the voting with Mia, and I will start it now.
Yeah, I think it's worth a dead vote to get to 4. Okay.
So don't, Stephen.
It's
Yeah,
4,
I'll take it
Stephen.
back.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see that things are going to stay the way they
Yeah,
are.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I had you covered, Stephen. If Nils pulled back, I would have voted.
4 votes, that is enough.
And I'm just saying, Stephen, if you're good, then Deborah is evil.
Yep, I'd agree
No,
with
she
that.
just voted here. Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah, that is very weird.
Okay, I will give you 10 seconds to nominate one more if you want to.
So now that we've got somebody dead, this is going to be the last night.
Mm-hmm.
I think we do need to nominate Peter. The fortune teller has said he's evil, so let's get him nominated.
Why not Deborah as the other candidate?
She hasn't empty.
I mean, I know the spoon thing,
is
but
up. Time is up,
yeah.
guys. And with this means that Mia, she has died.
Oh.
And the game continues.
Sorry, Mia.
Sorry.
I will open the
You should
breakout
have died
rooms.
sooner. We wouldn't have suspected
Does the game continue with 3 people left and the demon?
There will be
there's
4 people.
There's 4 people.
There's 4
so
people.
the demon will kill.
4 people.
Oh, sorry, I miscounted.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the thing. I was going to start to suspect Peter. I had a firm world in which Deborah, Lizette, and Emma were evil. He broke that by telling me that Lizette was the mayor. He told me I was the Ravenkeeper. I should not have outed my role. Should not have. Okay, so here's my thought, is he actually would have just told me if he was good. Because if he was good, then I was confirmed. He would have whispered to me immediately. That is so garbage. Please kill Peter. I think Peter has to be good. If Peter and Lizette are evil, then he told me Lizette was good. Oh my goodness, it's so confusing. He's not... Okay, if that's the world, then he's not the demon, because if I was going to kill Emma and Deborah as my last 2 kills, and he was the demon, he would have been like, that's great, let's go with that. Not the demon. Doesn't matter if he's good or evil, not the demon, in my opinion. Emma could be the demon. We were at 5. It could have passed to Deborah now. Oh my goodness, that's garbage! Deborah the Scarlet Woman. Oh my goodness. I hate the Scarlet Woman. I hate everything. Yep, Mia the demon. So who's the third evil? I don't know. Let's go back to Mia. Why not? She shot the Scarlet Woman, which is a similar... Okay, let's just get rid of these bluff rolls. I clearly don't know what's going on. Okay. So incredibly confused. Deborah's definitely evil. I think that's the best kill. She's definitely evil. She said she was the empath that got a 1. I'm good. Lizette's good. If Peter's good. Sure the timer's ticking. Nope. Okay. If Peter's good. No idea if Peter's good. I've always thought Deborah was evil. She was the last one. She was the one that made the tie happen. She's always evil. She could have been the Scarlet Woman. She's definitely evil. So we're going to have 3. So who are they going to be? Peter's alive. I kind of hope Peter dies. I have no idea.
Or you might go into the wood chipper.
Alrighty, we are all back. And then, yet again, something terrible has happened tonight. Someone has been killed. And this time, it was Emma.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just waiting for it being killed.
All right. Peter, you need to tell me something now.
Yes, I can share my information at this point. I was your Undertaker. Our first execution was Ross the Drunk. Our second execution was Stephen the Ravenkeeper. Our third execution was Lizette the Mayor. And our fourth execution was Mia the Imp.
I actually did see that as a possibility because then the definitely evil Deborah became the imp.
The imp.
Unless Peter's evil, in which case I hate Peter.
But it would make sense because.
Well, okay.
You're saying you have the Undertaker who never talked.
I just have to say something.
Told him who you were.
Pardon me?
You're saying you have the Undertaker who never.
I told you I was going to keep my information. I've never played this way before, and I was going to keep my information till when it was the most valuable because I didn't want to put any.
It's not
because
valuable now.
As we've seen in this game, people's roles get outed without their permission and without their volition, and I didn't want that to happen to me. So all have the information now.
I'm going to speak to Peter's defense. I don't know, he might be evil, but here's my thing, is I literally spoke to him yesterday and I pried it out of him. I said, you need to give this to me so I can think about it. And I said, in my world, solidly, Deborah, Lizette, and Emma are evil. And I explained the whole world, and literally what he told me was that Lizette was the mayor, which breaks the world. So if he was the demon, he's never a demon. If he was the demon, he would have been like, you're right, that is absolutely how it is, and we would have just continued. So in my mind, Peter is not the demon. And I think Deborah is definitely evil. So if he saw Maya the imp, then I think it is Deborah. That's my world.
Well,
but I've had a lot of worlds in this game.
If Peter's the Undertaker and I'm evil, which I'm not, then it's got to be Nils.
What were your information tonight, Deborah?
So I got a 1, but if Emma's been, I mean, it could have been, no it could be Emma, so it's got to be Nils.
Deborah, you mind listing your info from the beginning?
Oh. From the beginning?
Yeah, give every piece of information.
I can't remember that.
Well, you should have been writing it down. This is the game.
Oh, but
I do not write it down.
How many times did you get a number other than
Good
one?
idea to write it down.
She said last night she had a 0.
No, she said
or the
1.
previous night.
Yes.
But when it was Emma and Nils, she said it was 0.
That is true. She did say that.
Yeah. She says he has a 1 because Peter is.
But why are you pushing?
Well, she's saying that because.
Yeah, because she got a 1 on Nils and Peter, which would have meant that Mia was evil. But now it's changed to a 1, which it would continue to, unless. Oh, here's the only way that could possibly have happened is if the spy became the imp. That is a possibility.
No, because we killed Mia. If Mia was the imp, there must have been a Scarlet Woman.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's the only thing that makes sense now. If Peter is telling the truth.
But isn't it real that there have to be 5 players.
Yeah, but
Or 4
I got
players.
killed during the night.
The 4 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yesterday was the last day the Scarlet
Is-
Woman could work.
Anybody going to be coming out as the other outsider?
We had plenty of
saying.
space for that, and it happened.
But yeah, I know we've wasted it, but either
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I now get. I understand what Peter's saying now, because that was not a soldier claim, but in retrospect,
No, but we are lacking an outsider.
Yeah.
No, so I'm a saint.
That's what
Jesus
I have
Christ,
to say.
Well, okay, so I didn't want it to come out until I knew what everyone else was claiming, because if anyone else says we're an outsider, then in my view, they're definitely evil. Which is why I said I was a monk, because before Nick outed my role, but then he did anyway.
But you told people you were a saint before that.
Yeah. Jet had claimed.
I told
saint
2
to
people I was
me.
a saint before that.
Yeah. And I think Nick was the other one.
That, I would have kept up the pretense for you.
That's why I was saying I'll say it, not yeah, but never mind, it doesn't matter. It's
okay.
And Peter, the information you got tonight was about Mia, right?
Correct.
All right.
So we need to find who the third evil was, because the reality is that we could have one good left, Peter, and Nils and Deborah are evil, in which case we have a 50-50. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
in that same conversation you and I had, Stephen, I told you that I had a couple of blank spaces on my grimoire, and they were Mia and Nils, and they're still sort of only written in pencil.
Do you have anything on Grow? Not facts.
Do I?
Yeah, suspicious-wise, not fact-wise, but.
I've just always believed that she was the top 4 role that she claimed.
Yeah, I believed her.
Night 2, right?
Okay, good.
Can I say something? I just think Peter claimed his role to Stephen yesterday, and if Deborah is, I know Peter just hit me, but if Deborah really is Empath and she saw 1, then Stephen would be evil and Peter would be evil. I'm just saying, I'm not sure who's evil or who's not evil or anything. It's just a thought that just had.
The thing is, right, so Deborah was the empath who got a 1, or got a 0 between Niels and Emma. Then when Emma died, got a 1 between Niels and Peter, and decided that meant Niels was evil.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
That's
what
I believe Deborah is not the empath. It's just a matter of whether Deborah is the only evil left alive or whether Nils is also evil. That's the world that I have. I tend to believe Nils based on the conversation that we had when we implied roles to each other without saying them.
So there is an advanced strategy that I've seen. The question is this an advanced thing that's happening? But Deborah, I would say, looks more suspicious. Maybe she's intentionally looking suspicious to get us off of Nils.
Wow. I wish you thought I was that smart.
Oh, but you are, Nils.
This is the weirdest kind of compliment, because I need to prove now.
But I'm not.
I think some people give me far too much credit. I'm not.
I think I'm leaning more towards Deborah, but
I would just say that Deborah was the second person I talked to, and she claimed Empath the first time we talked.
So in my world,
I talked
Deborah,
to Ross first, and then Deborah.
In my world, Deborah is definitely evil. I think I feel more comfortable killing her because I think she's definitely evil. I do not know if Nils is evil, and if he is, then so be
well
it.
played.
Yeah.
So, I'll say I don't think it's Deborah and Niels as the evil team, because Deborah was pointing towards Niels with her information for a while.
Well,
after Stephen died,
it's like
she
the
kept
double
on
talk
saying,
kind of a thing.
Hmm?
If they're both evil and it's the double talk, she's trying to look suspicious.
Yeah, I also don't think it's Nils, because I talked with him when we took out Mia and he was on board with that, but that might have perhaps be because he was the Scarlet Woman. I'm not sure, but I'm leaning more towards Deborah at this point.
Could we get the fortune teller information?
fortune teller information.
Confirmed as the imp by the other
It's not
possible
the fortune teller.
As much as I want to trust Deborah, and I have some
Confirmed as imp by another possible imp.
just everything that's happened, I can't see a world where Deborah isn't on the evil side.
I don't think there is a world where Deborah is good. It's just a matter of whether she's the only alive evil.
Sorry, Deborah.
On my grimoire, I only have one person as evil.
Hope this is fun for you.
I have only one person as evil.
It is.
I will say something.
And just trying to see of the people who are left alive, who could still be evil, because I don't believe Niall's evil.
Have I ever voted in a way that looks evil to anyone? Have I ever made like a scummy vote?
Well, let me just point out one thing. One scummy thing. No, not a scummy thing. Sorry. Where you thought that Peter was double claiming your role, and you were adamant about that, and I think that you legitimately thought that he was double claiming your role based on the lies that he had told, which I think paints you as good because you were trying to suss out a double claim, thinking that they were evil.
Yeah. At that point, the way he held on to his cards and the way he reacted when everyone else got pulled out of the woodwork was actually what turned me. Because at that point, remember, he had just told me he was not information role, and I see Undertaker absolutely as an information guy.
Well, it is. He was lying.
He was lying, yes.
I was playing with a very slim bingo board. But the way he spoke, and then I got pulled out as a soldier, not by my own volition, and then suddenly everyone got like mapped across the entire grimoire, leaving very little room for anyone else. And I could see that getting to Peter instead of satisfying Peter's bloodlust, and that's what kept my hand down.
I will say, I think that it was kind of easy coming out and saying, I'm the Undertaker. We all knew the roles. I think Mia has confirmed that Peter is good. Because if Mia wasn't the imp, Mia would have said a lot more now.
It's also very convenient for the Undertaker to wait until the end of the game, tell no one nothing for the entire game, and wait until the end until you can decide how you want to frame it to make someone seem suspicious.
Well, the Undertaker is a role that gets outed by other people in desperation way too often in the games that I've played, and I didn't want that to happen to me.
But I don't understand why an Undertaker wouldn't talk to someone who's dead, who
I would agree with that, but I think that's just what he did.
No, for that very same reason. I didn't want someone to say, well, I've got an Undertaker to confirm me. Now all of a sudden there's an Undertaker in the game.
Who is good.
Nobody knew there was an Undertaker in the game until yesterday.
I'm just, I didn't hear all of it, but right after you died, Stephen, you told that you were Ravenkeeper. So if there were Undertaker,
I know I shouldn't have done that. I do regret that.
I said it to someone.
When did he say that?
Either Nils or Peter should just nominate Deborah because I think that's where it lies.
I'm probably gonna.
I'm gonna vote for Deborah regardless, though.
Yeah, same.
If it is Peter, then he has played me like six fiddles.
I think it's between Deborah and Peter.
Quick question, Lizette. When you said you talked to Deborah day one and she was the empath, did she say she got a one hit?
Yeah.
Between you and Steven?
And then she trusted you. That's so weird.
That's why I don't think there's any world where Deborah is good here.
Also, she won't give her information, and I mean. Write down your information. Like, if you don't, that is not good.
I probably should for future
start doing
games,
that. I have a spreadsheet I'll share with you.
Oh, cool. That'll help.
Well, pen and paper, guys. That's how it works.
The big thing I'm trying to work out is who all the evil people are in everyone's world views. Because
I think it's time now to also get a nomination.
I'm not. Nils would like to nominate Deborah.
Okay, Nils is going to nominate Deborah.
I might send Peter a chocolate bar if he's actually evil.
I think it's Peter.
Your accusation, Nils?
I believe it.
If you need
accusation is more like a numbers game at this point, because it's her information have been slapdash, and her reaction in game to those information have not really satisfied me enough, to be honest. Meaning that she sees people or hints at evil, then she goes elsewhere or remains too quiet, in my opinion. And I have to take a leap of faith at this point. If I took it wrong, then sorry, blue team, but this is what I have.
And Deborah, for your defense?
I mean, yeah, I'm a very quiet person, and yeah, I'm still new to this game and to you guys as well. And this is the most people I've played with, and the longest they've gone on for. But I mean, if you want to vote for me, vote for me. But I mean, I think at this point, for me, it's either Peter or Nils, and I would personally go for Nils. But
Are you still resting on a 50-50 between me and Peter like that?
I think that's phenomenal. That when you're one of the three, you would think it's one of the other two.
It is. That's deduction.
You know what
Stephen.
I meant. Good sir.
No,
Deduction.
I'm saying Deborah thinks that it's you or Peter, which it obviously is from her perspective if she's good. She should have a direction she's leaning, I would think.
That's what I meant.
Alrighty.
I mean, I would lean more towards Nils, but I mean,
it's too late.
I think
Really?
it's Stephen, Nick, and Peter.
So I'm in the mix. Yes.
I guarantee you're wrong.
No.
Are you ready?
100%.
Are you ready to vote?
We're never
Nothing
ready.
Yep.
Let it be the 24-hour game. We'll
So
just sit
I
here
will
and talk.
start the vote on Deborah, and I will start it now. And there needs to be at least 2 to get on the chopping block.
Actually, 4 if we're gonna win, and she's the demon.
I do believe it's Deborah. I believe it's Deborah.
But please don't use it because then it is tie. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
What?
Oh no, 4 was.
Yeah, I think you go all in on the final vote. Like
I
now
would
we
like
now,
5.
Okay,
Yeah.
4 is enough for getting Deborah on the chopping block.
now
Is
evil
there
just needs to
any more
confuse one person.
nominations?
I would like to know why Peter didn't vote it.
I'm just savoring the sweet taste of victory.
Or evil.
Because you're the evil one? Or...
Yes, ma'am. I would not like to nominate. Deborah, would you like to nominate?
I hate this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
So with that, the
wait,
game
what?
is finished, and the evil team has won.
Yes!
Oh,
Peter!
Good game, good game.
well played.
Peter, Steven og Deborah, eller hvad?
I'm so glad you're the one who nominated Nils.
When Deborah started pointing at Niels instead of you, I was.
I will go through I will share the
It's a
Grimoire.
terrible, terrible game.
Jeg siger bare, I'm just telling you, Nick, I was the fucking mayor.
I mean, I trusted Debs. I actually trusted Debs, and that's what pointed me at you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lizette. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you evil one.
Debs, you are going down with Angela in my list.
Well,
yeah, you're going to trust me from now, Nick.
Okay, I'm going to share.
I'm going to stop trusting Debs now.
I like Nils wrong.
Alrighty. If we start from the top, then we have Nick, the Virgin. And yeah, you had who is she? The Washerwoman did see Nick as the Virgin, and you also got the Mayor Lisette. And for the Saint, yeah, Jet, he was just the Saint, nothing more. And you did a really good job there, Jet, hiding your Saint and actually getting killed at night. That was
At that point,
awesome.
I didn't want. By the time I died, I didn't want to die because I was confirmed by outside account. I wanted to die before one.
And then you have Mia. She started as the imp, and she was claiming fortune teller. And her bluff roles was fortune teller, investigator, and empath. And Gro, she was chef, and she got a 0, so she got the right information. And Peter, he started as the Scarlet Woman and was star passed when Mia, she died. And you had 5 players left at that point. And then Emma, she was the Slayer, and she did have a good Slayer shot. She wasn't poisoned or anything when she did use her Slayer.
I did shoot an evil person though.
Unfortunately, don't count.
And Ross, he was in fact the drunk librarian that did see Nils or Gro as the drunk. So I thought that was a little bit fun. I thought that was fun. And then he said it was the mayor, but nobody really believed her except for the Deborah believed her, but she was, of course, in fact, the poisoner. And Deborah, at first night, she poisoned Emma, which didn't take any effect. Then she poisoned Nils. Then she poisoned Lisette. Lisette, the mayor. But so if she had been targeted that night, she would have died. Then she poisoned the saint, Jet. If you had killed him, nothing would have happened. If you had executed him that night. And for then on, she kept on poisoning Nils. So if Peter, you could have killed Nils on that night. And when you didn't do that, I thought, I think it's going to be hard for you to win. But you have really good, Nils, Peter, you are very good at convincing people about that you are good. And yeah, you did make a good turnaround.
I guess that was the plan from the start. Like when I talked to Peter at first, that was kind of the plan that we made.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have Stephen. He was the Ravenkeeper, and you did kill him early on, so he didn't get to use his ability.
I'm sorry, Stephen.
And then we had Nils the soldier, and they never tried to kill him. And yeah, I think it was first in the second last night they found out that you were the soldier when you had the conflict with Peter. And you have Jeffrey, the washerwoman, that learned about Nick and the mayor, Lisette, and that Nick was the virgin.
I need to ask you, did you try to kill me the first 2 nights?
No.
Okay, so you killed the washerwoman and the chef.
I did not know any of the roles. I didn't talk to them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have killed them.
Yeah, okay.
So I haven't talked to them.
It worked out well.
Dominated you, Nick.
Yeah.
And well, at a certain point, I was bluffing to be the fortune teller, and Nick wanted me to check Lisette, and I told Nick that I got a yes, and Lisette that I got a no. And that was where the conflict came from.
No, you told me no on Lisette. That's why I said she was a minion.
Something like that. But yeah, that was what the conflict came from. But I never checked anyone. I was just killing.
No, you were just killing people.
I never even stopped to consider.
Note to self: never trust Mia again.
I never even stopped to consider that I could have killed Nils because the poisoner was still alive. I never even stopped to consider that. I thought I had to kill Emma and then just try to make my my Undertaker bluff work.
But you didn't have to at that point, because after the double soldier thing, you had me convinced that you were actually good. So
I figured if you were alive, I could get you to nominate Deborah. I didn't think you would be able to resist that urge.
I would have done the same, I think, if I were alive.
I have to say, right up until that last play when you did the Undertaker, I really was gunning for you.
I would have voted for Nick.
That was such a good play.
Peter, sorry, Nick.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was a really good play.
The other thing is that I'm going to play a different way, and then it's literally here's my style. I'm literally going to wait until everybody has claimed a role, and then I know what I can bluff as.
I didn't decide. I didn't even decide I was going to be the Undertaker until when I went into that. When Stephen, when you said, Peter, do you want to chat? I had no idea what I was going to tell you. And then when you pressed me for a role, that's when I came out with, well, I think I know who the executed people were, so I could probably pull this off. Yeah. Because the bluff I was given was Investigator, and I had already told 3 people in the game that I wasn't an information role, so I couldn't use that. So I worked out that there was no Undertaker in the game and that I could probably pull it off. I just needed to hope that none of you were bluffing about what the role you were once you were dead.
Well, so like the logic that I had makes sense. Like You basically broke my world, and I told you I'm gonna kill Emma and Deborah, and I was like, okay, like it was really hard for me to believe that you would have done that. And then the other thing is that Emma the Slayer shot Deborah, but if she was the Scarlet Woman, she legitimately could have been the demon. I did believe she was evil with everything in me.
And she was.
So did I.
So did I, yeah, and you knew.
Yeah.
Piece of crap.
Steven?
Anyway, I think I've decided that I'm going to have a post wrap up now, because I always try to like kind of end on like somebody's final thought, and it always is a little unsatisfactory. And I noticed that in my earlier videos, I would always come back and give my thoughts. So, as things are now kind of, what we've been talking for a while, the game was a hot ball of garbage, which is actually a good game. Hella did an amazing job. I will say, I think that she totally randomed the rules, which I don't know is a great thing to do. However, it does actually work in Trouble Brewing, because there's things that you expect. Typically don't expect 3 top 4, which there weren't. There was a drunk, which is not a top 4. Peter played, I'd say, phenomenally. However, well, ultimately, you got to give it to who won. So they did win. So sure, they played phenomenally. However, well, so here's the problem: is Emma shot Deborah. Now, if Peter's evil, then who cares that he tells us Mia's the imp? She actually did happen to be the imp, and he did actually happen to be the Scarlet Woman. The game is very confusing, and that's why it was a good game, is because what makes this game good is that no matter how hard you try, there's always multiple explanations. And I think that was possibly the worst Final 3 I've ever been to, because I ended up suspecting 2 people, and it was actually the other person. And what you're shooting for in this game is to have useful information. And as somebody pointed out, it was a very low information game. You can see that I currently think Emma is evil, apparently. Currently think Peter is good. I do have Mia listed as the imp without a thumb. I change that crap all the time. It was very confusing. So it's a good game. Well, it also was terrible, and the better decision would have been for Grow the chef to nominate the Virgin. However, what I failed to realize was that the Librarian had seen Grow. If Jeffrey had nominated the Washer, what should have happened was I should have nominated him. So I'm the Ravenskeeper, never gonna die as the Ravenskeeper. I should have just nominated him. Boom, done. Oh well. Anyway, that was the game. We lost. So, thanks for watching.